President Obama announced that dreamers, young people who were brought to the United States as children, would have the opportunity to apply for temporary protection from deportation through the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, what has become known as DACA. Today, more than 660,000 young people across this nation have benefited from DACA, including more than 7,000 in my home state of New Mexico. These are some of our brightest students. There are veterans who no longer have to fear deportation. Not only do dreamers want to earn an education and to work, they want to give back to their communities and to their country. In fact, I would suggest that dreamers don't know how to be anything but American. We hear again and again of the remarkable stories of immigrants overcoming very difficult challenges in the genuine pursuit of a better life. Across the country, there are dreamers working to become doctors, working to become scientists, lawyers, engineers. They want to start businesses or to teach in classrooms. They want to contribute to America's success. I had the privilege of meeting these twin sisters, Hasmine and Yasmin, earlier this year. They immigrated here to the United States with their mother from Mexico when they were just 3 years old. As students at Del Norte High School in Albuquerque, Hasmine and Yasmin worked hard to earn good grades. And as juniors and seniors, they actually took dual credit courses at Central New Mexico Community College. Hasmine would go on to graduate magna cum laude from the University of New Mexico with a Bachelor of Business Administration concentrating in finance. She earned an interdisciplinary studies distinction from the UNM Honors College. And her sister Yasmin would go on to graduate magna cum laude from UNM with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and Spanish, a minor in chemistry, and completed the University Honors Program. She received departmental summa cum laude honors. These two young women are working tirelessly to ensure that they have a better future for themselves and for their mother. In August, Hasmine will begin her second year at the University of New Mexico School of Law. And Yasmin will begin her first year at the University of New Mexico School of Medicine. Given their immigration status, the journey for Hasmine and Yasmin to get to where they are today was anything but easy. They have overcome many hardships, including homelessness and hunger. After their mother, who is a single mom, suffered a stroke, it was up to them to find work to support their family, to cover her medical costs, and to pay for their education. To this day, there's another heavy burden that these women carry with them. It's living with the fear that at any moment their mother, who they love dearly, will be deported because of her immigration status. Under these circumstances, you have to ask what drives these two bright young women. What keeps them going? And it's simple. They want to give back to their community. Hasmine, who's currently a summer law clerk at New Mexico's Center on Law and Poverty, wants to be a lawyer to ensure that every person has equal access to the law. Yasmin, who's currently a medical assistant at the Casa de Salud medical office in the South Valley, wants to be a primary care physician so that she can help families gain access to quality health care. This is who dreamers are, and I think their stories are absolutely inspiring. This young man's name is Cead. He's 26 years old, and he is a DACA recipient. Cead and his family moved from Ciudad Juarez to Las Cruces, New Mexico when he was in the 5th grade. As a middle and a high school student, he earned great grades, and through local scholarships, he enrolled at New Mexico State University. He earned a bachelor degree in biology, microbiology, and Spanish, not to mention minors in chemistry and biochemistry. When he graduated from college in 2011, Cead couldn't put his degrees to work because of his immigration status. So instead of working in a laboratory, he went to work as a landscaper. When the president made his DACA announcement, Cead immediately applied and was approved for deferred action. Because of DACA, Cead was able to work and earn an income to help pay for graduate school. This year, he earned his master's degree in biology and a minor in molecular biology from New Mexico State University, where he focused his research on bioinformatics. Cead makes a point to get involved in a local community. He's volunteered at La Casa and helped with the biology graduate organization. He said, quote, "Once you start volunteering, you wish you just had more time because you begin to love it so much. It can improve your outlook on everything you're doing," unquote. Cead's dream is to become a doctor so that he can work to help prevent disease. Soon, he'll take a major step towards that goal. This coming school year, he'll be a medical and PhD student at Loyola University in Chicago. "DACA changed my life," he said. "Within 2 or 3 years, I went from working in landscaping to becoming a medical student." The stories of Cead, Hasmine, and Yasmin represent what makes this country great. They are inspiring, and there are hundreds of thousands of dreamers like them across this country. Immigrants make the United States a more prosperous nation. In New Mexico, our state's remarkable history is rooted in our diversity, our history, and our culture, which has always been enriched by our immigrant communities and their family members. My own father is an immigrant who came to America from Nazi Germany in the 1930s. And I'm sure many of us in this chamber have immigrant roots in our own families, which have contributed to America's success story. We are not a country that kicks out our best and brightest students. And we're not a nation that tears families apart. The current DACA program is only a temporary solution. DACA recipients have to renew every 2 years in order to maintain their deferred status. And that is no way to live. It's unfair for these dreamers to live their lives 2 years at a time. We desperately need robust immigration reform. Now let's step back for a moment and remember that the Senate passed a comprehensive, bipartisan immigration bill almost 2 years ago now. That bill would have modernized our immigration system to meet the needs of our economy, provided an accountable pathway to earn citizenship for the undocumented workers currently living in the shadows, including making the DREAM Act the law of the land, and it would have dramatically strengthened security at our borders. Accountable immigration reform received 68 votes in this body and demonstrated the kind of legislation that we can pass when we do work together. As a nation, we value the twin promises of freedom and opportunity. Those ideals are important no matter where you were born. However, too many of my Republican colleagues don't see it that way. Several of them want to rescind or even defund DACA and to roll back the progress that we've seen made over the past 3 years. Why would we end such a successful program? What I would say to those who would do this is come back to the table and work with us to pass immigration reform. We need pragmatic solutions to fix our broken immigration laws, and we need them now. Let's make the dream a reality after all.